Now you have a massive online platform. It's like over 6 million now between all of the different apps, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
wild. How has that
It is
been?
crazy.
Have you noticed like that it's like in the classroom? Do kids say anything? Do you notice that like the admin
Um,
kind of interacts with it?
oh yeah. Like it it it's really cool because I never expected to have any like that happen. It all kind of sparked from a student and I having a bet. And so we it was like right before the shutdown from COVID. And I had just started making videos like a week before. And a student of mine that had a really hard time in my co-teacher's class, I found out that he really enjoyed TikTok and he would make TikToks with his sister and like do pranks and stuff. So I was trying to relate to him and I was like, okay, well, I'm like, I bet you I could get more followers than you could by the end of the year. and and he like took on the bet. And so it started and then we got shut down. So, we had nothing but time. So I was just
Right.
making stuff left and right. And it just kind of blew up from there. And I won the bet. um but the funniest part was when like had grown already. I think by the second, like by the first like for full year I had been doing TikTok, it had grown to like 2 million followers. And which is like I just like anyone who already knows me, I hope you know, like that is like a wild number to me. And it's like it's so unbelievable to me. And like I'm just very grateful for anyone who's ever watched any of my videos or, left a comment or supported me in any way. And but it was crazy when I hit 2 million because my it was our one of our former high school principals, because my school district is very tiny. So our school district K-12 is all in one building.
Oh man.
And yeah, like when I say tiny, I mean tiny. Like we're
Tiny.
small. We are so small. So we're all in one building. And I can't remember if it was the girls volleyball team or somebody, one of the sports teams had made it to like the like regional finals or state or something. And they were doing kind of like a mini indoor parade. So they lined up all the kids along the lockers, and all like the high school kids came out of their classes and stood there and were like, basically like, oh, walk down the hall and we'll clap at you guys kind of
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Um, and the high school principal was like, well, I think it would be a great idea if you led the parade to celebrate hitting 2 million followers. Which was like my literal worst nightmare because as much as like I have a following online, I'm a very like private person. And like I, I'm an introverted extrovert. Like I'm a people person, but I like my privacy and I enjoy not being in the spotlight all the time.
Yeah.
And so for them to be like, yeah, walk down the hall in front of all the students and lead the charge, I was mortified. And so I'm walking, and not only is it just us walking down the hall, they had the freaking marching band behind us. So I'm just awkwardly walking in front, and then I slowly, like, as the crowd keeps going, I slowly like shift
You're
behind the
like trying
sports
to
team.
hide.
I was trying to hide myself. And I mean, I had only been teaching at the school for like 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, hey, how's it
Yeah.
going? Like,
You had
half
to
the
do
kids
like the
don't know who
queen
I am.
wave, right? Like,
Right,
hello, hello.
right. So we made it, and I was like, okay, I hope I never have to do anything like that ever again in my life. Like, it was the worst.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
appreciate the effort and the support, but it was
Right.
a lot.
Yeah. I think that's something that people don't really understand about having a platform. And mine is like nowhere near where yours is. But when you have a video that like pops off, and I don't know if it's the same for you, but like I'll see the numbers there, right? But there it's
Mhm.
like it's not real to me. Like,
Mm.
like it'll say like, oh, like 3 million people saw it. And I'm like, yeah, all right. And then I went to a basketball game the other day and there's 9,000 people in the stadium. And I was like, man, there's a lot of people here. How many people are there? And it was 9,000. And I'm like, I really like it. because you create the content by yourself and then you're kind
Yeah.
of in your little silo and you put it out there and then you see the numbers, but it never feels real to me. And so I'm like,
No.
oh, until I get approached or something like that. Do you have that happen quite a bit?
Yeah, especially in the beginning, it was like I was just posting my videos to no one, like, thinking no one's watching this, like, it's just for fun, like, I'm just doing this for me,
Yeah.
and the more people kept watching it, like, and the numbers started growing, I was like, "Oh my god, Jordan," and, like, I would just tell my husband, I was like, "Oh my god," I'm like, "This video got 100,000 views."
Yeah.
Or, like, I remember the first video that I thought went viral
Yeah.
had, like it got, like, 3,000 views, and I coached speech and debate at the high school, like, nearby for, like, 10 years, and we were at state, and it happened, and I remember the kids were, like, making fun of me, but, like, in a joking way, like, they bought me a TikTok hoodie, and they were like but yeah, it's a wild concept in general to think that, like, there's people out there who know you, but you don't know them, and
Yeah.
it's always mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
Um, and I think sometimes I don't even realize, like and I hate to say that, like I hate when people, like, are like, "Oh, your platform is massive," or "You're, like, a celebrity." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "I'm a teacher from Ohio." Like, I don't know who you're referring to, but it's not me.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't feel real ever,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy.
Thank you so much for watching. Want more of those who can't do in your life? Well, you can watch the full episode right now. Just click on that little box over there. You see it? Right down there? There it is. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Okay, bye.